Hello, hello, hello. How are we? How are we? All right. Well, like the title says, can't sleep, so we're doing some strip mining. I found some diamonds, mostly redstone, honestly, not bad. Basically, I found some diamonds, took a corner. We're really just here for whatever resources we can find. Like, yes, diamonds are absolutely wanted. Big fan. But, I mean, I'm even here for the cobbled deep slate at the moment. Tough too, especially since you could, whoops, especially since you can do so many things with tough nowadays. I forget which update it was. It was maybe like 1.20? No. Oh, absolutely. I think it was like 1.20 when tough was introduced, but oh my goodness, we just found an amethyst. I'm so stoked about that. Well, we're gonna have to clear all this out. I think this just went from strip mining stream to clearing out an amethyst stream. Okay, okay. This is another resource we don't yet have. So I am pretty pleased with that. And this isn't like a resource where we're going to have to go looking for it all over again. This is special because the buds will just regrow. Absolutely. Well, let's just hope that it has a lot of the actual amethyst bud blocks. Or budding amethyst blocks? I think it's budding amethyst, actually. There we go. I almost feel like I want a less efficient pickaxe, though, to try to mine this out, because I don't want to accidentally break any of the budding amethyst blocks. Because this pickaxe has efficiency 5, and I'm afraid of, like, going too fast and just mining through one and into the next one, because they're pretty soft. They break real easily. I wish they would make them break less easily, but, you know, it's a risk. So I can see why they've left them being so weak. You gotta be careful. Okay. Well, now we know where that is. Oh, and I am now full of cobble. Cobble deep slate at least. Alright, yeah, I just been mining out more of this tunnel. Found some stuff here. Cool, cool. And just was like, you know what, let's take a corner. I think that worked out pretty well. We did add some chests down here. You know what? Let's just dump everything in there. And then I was putting all the deep slate over there and then whatever else in here. I think I accidentally put whatever smooth basalt I had in here. Oh no, I wasn't picking up any smooth basalt. Oh no, I was. There we go. Alright, let's work a little bit more on this. But I mean, I did title this stream Strip Mining. Maybe I should keep doing that. Where did that tunnel go? Oh, hello, Lane. Nice, you also got the helmet. Good. Cool, cool. I'm glad that it's available for Java players too. Okay. You just got the code. Well, mine worked. Yeah, mine worked, and I honestly have not yet checked it out in game though. I just had to like log in to my Microsoft account, and then it was like, yeah, you redeemed the thing. I was like, neat, and I still haven't checked it, but the image looks like a little avatar wearing like a cardboard box upside down on their head. I think it's pretty funny. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. You'll love to see it. Alright, well, this one's a weird one. Like, oh, hello, bats. This one's a weird one. Only like a little bit of it is actually amethyst. But the rest of this is just super open. Well, at least we know it's here, though. We had already offloaded our diamonds, so 13? Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you so much. We're still in an early enough stage of the game where 13 diamonds is kind of a game changer. Oh, more! Yeah! Let's go, let's go. Do we have any more lurking around? Don't think so. Where are we at? 17. That one gave us 4? I thought that was like super rare. I don't know. Does anybody know? Honestly, I thought you could only get like maximum 3 diamonds with Fortune 3 from a single diamond ore block. I want to know what the math on that is. Like, what's the percentage chance? I should have started mining this out from the top down, honestly. That's way easier, but you know what? I found it from the bottom. When we're done, I can literally say started from the bottom, now we're here, but you know, I probably shouldn't do that. That's so cheesy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Lane, it says max 4 on the wiki. Okay, good to know. That might be the first time I've ever gotten the max then. I mean, at least that I've noticed or been counting. So, huge score. Huge win. Dude, this amethyst has been like the secret keeper of diamonds or something. Okay. I don't think there's any more down there. And I wouldn't usually fill in this much stuff while strip mining or anything like that, but I'm gonna build like a nice room with scaffolding set up for easy access to all the amethyst buds that's not like blocking any of the areas in which they can grow. Oh, I didn't need to fill those ones in. And I want the floor to be flat just so that I can run around in here easily enough. Because I want access to it. It's pretty. We can decorate the enchanting room with some amethyst. Or the bit of the cave that is the enchanting section of the cave. Ooh. There we go. It seems big, but just looking at how many budding amethysts are visible right now, I don't think it's one of the best ones I've ever seen. Let's get a torch back there so we can see what we're actually doing. It's as high up as we can go. And then we'll just work with scaffolding in a minute. Okay. Gosh, I almost do want to just go get an iron pickaxe or something to mine a lot of this out because I'm so afraid of hitting some of the budding amethyst. But look at that first piece of amethyst. New recipe unlocked. That's great. Absolutely love to see that. E. Cool. Gosh, it feels dangerous. That one's safe. Those two are safe. That one's a budding amethyst. Don't want to touch that one. Which one's budding? It's the one like up and diagonal from it. There's not a lot, but you know what? I'm going to clear it out anyways. Just because it's the only one we found so far. Yeah, I know, right? I think like the most I've ever found is like 29 budding amethyst within one amethyst geode. And that was killer. That was great. This one? Oh no! I didn't mean to kill the bat. Oh, bummer. Poor little guy. Yeah, but what can we see so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. But those two are next to each other. Okay. That's trash, honestly. But I mean, if it's all you've got so far, I suppose better than nothing. What is wrong with me? I'm terrible. I did not mean to kill the poor little bats. I'm going to place this over here so that I don't get in the way of the budding amethyst growth. Okay. That one's safe, that one's safe, that one's safe. I need more headroom. I feel squeezed. Do you guys ever use the amethyst to decorate? I mean, the only things you can really do with it are what? They're not tuned skulk sensors, but what is the word? Dark glass, yes, Lane. But I find that you can barely see through it. So So, like, using it in a mob farm where you're like, oh, I want to see what's going on. Well, you can barely see through it. I wish you could see through it a little bit more. Or, like, it was one-way glass. I wish it was more like one-way glass, where you had to, like, place it directionally or something. What are the calibrated skulk sensors? There we go. Got it. Wow, that took me a minute. Am I hungry? Yes. Is my avatar hungry? Also, yes. I suppose I just don't really think about it too much when I'm like in a safe space. And this feels pretty safe. Hmm. Okay, so it was, what is it? Calibrated skulk sensors, dark glass, spy glasses. Making more amethyst blocks out of the shards, but is there like really much else you can use it for other than decor? It feels like most of the options for using the amethyst shards and the amethyst blocks themselves are really just decor, which I'm not complaining about. Okay. Ouch. It's probably why I keep getting hungry, is because I keep just jumping off even though I'm using scaffolding. Yeah, there are really not a lot. We uncovered a couple more, it looks like, though. So, I wouldn't say it's a bonus since there's still really not that many. That was just a torch. Okay. I was like, why did a light go out? Join me on stream as we unearth the most pathetic amethyst geode I have ever seen. Oh. I feel like pathetic's not quite a good enough word. Does anybody have a better word to roast this geode? You go with disappointing. When you hear that word from your parents, you're like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Oof. It's actually maybe worse than them being mad. Does anybody know if you can get copyright strike for humming something absent-mindedly? Because if I'm ever gonna get copyright striked, wow. That's probably how it's gonna happen. Feels risky in this section, so I can barely see anymore. You know what, just put one there for now. If they get you for the note block Careless Whisper playing in your base, absolutely, yeah, that would be some bad luck. I had to look for a word to replace the word that was in my head. Okay, and then that one's not one. Ah, almost there, almost there. I got it on the way down though. The block that was floating. Okay, we're gonna put that there and then build up on the diagonal so that we don't block any of the growth. And then where do we want to go from here? What's going to be easiest? We're going to want to be able to get above these top blocks so that not only can they grow, we just want to be able to harvest them easily, have some headroom. Also, I want to get all this basalt. We haven't yet been to the Nether, and while we could just make a basalt generator, and we do know where an ice biome is to get ice, I just don't really want to make any farms like that yet. I'm taking it pretty slow. Oh my goodness, this amethyst really has been the keeper of diamonds. It may be the worst amethyst geode ever, but the amount of diamonds we've pulled out of it so far. I think short term has made up for it. Long term, probably not. Be very careful. Don't want to hit that. Nice, nice. Come to mama. $31 now. And we had cleared out all the stuff from our inventory before we came over here. So that's fantastic. I need... What am I doing? Ooh, what am I doing? I didn't want to put that there, and now I don't want to mine it with my pickaxe. Because I'm afraid I'll just pop through and hit the amethyst. I want to mine it from a different direction. Oh, that was just deep slate. That wasn't that big of a deal. Okay. Is that all just deep slate? No, that's calcite and basalt. I do want that. Okay. So I think we had left like what, 8 diamonds down at the bottom of our stairwell? And then with the 31 on us that we found just here at the Amethyst Geode, pretty much. Over a half a stack of diamonds. I'm pretty stoked about that. Alright, is this scaffolding in a good spot? Yes. Can I reach that one? I can just go like this. To be able to reach this amethyst. Ah! Caught myself on the scaffolding though. That worked out pretty well. Oh no, I think my inventory's full. I want to grab at least all the basalt. Because I still have room for that. Yeah, that stack's only at 12. Alright, we can just run home real quick. So how many buds did that end up being? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total. Yeah, that is pretty minimal. Which way do we go? Oh, I'm excited. 8 goes in that box. All our goes in this box. Look at that, 39 diamonds. Excuse me. I think this has been a decently lucrative mining session. Because I generally don't strip mine for a very long time at all. I can really only stay focused and entertained by it for a short amount of time. Let's make this entryway more obvious. You haven't been strip mining in a while? Well, when you're in such a late game world such as yourself, I suppose it becomes significantly less necessary. I'm still at the point where I don't even have a diamond helmet yet because I didn't have enough diamonds last time I was crafting stuff. We're still super early on. I haven't even been to the Nether. Duping the templates? Oh yeah, absolutely. But you guys were probably well into netherite at that point, right? Like the netherite templates only just came out. It used to just be make the netherite ingots, and make your armor, bada bing, bada bum, you're done. But recently they have the netherite templates, netherite upgrade templates actually, that you have to find either at treasure piglin bastions or for like a significantly reduced drop in other types of bastions. But you guys probably already had plenty of netherite armor at that point when... I don't even bother using netherite armor. If it burns, it burns. That's funny. Yeah, once you've got a really good villager trading hall set up, it becomes a lot less of a hassle. We've got like an outline of where we're going to build an iron farm in this world, and 20 villagers bred up that I'm just using for some trades until I get a proper villager trading hall set up. Alright, and then I think I want to take out this wall just so I can get the rest of the calcite and stuff. Can at least pull it out of the wall. Thank you, Draconic DST. Is it Draconic or Draconic? Because if I'm thinking in D&D terms, I'm thinking Draconic because of Draconia. Whoop. Go back. I want the sweet, sweet basalt. It is a cool block that I don't really have yet, except from what I've pulled out of this. Dracon IC. Draconic? Okay. I think I've got it. Let's get this whole wall out of here, and then I think we're done with this amethyst geode. We'll pull whatever shards are fully grown off of it that we can. And then I think we'll go back to strip mining for a little bit. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's fill in this hole in the wall, otherwise it's gonna bug me. Got enough room to move around. Got all of them exposed. I think we're good. Are any of you bed boys fully grown? Cobbled deep slate in with all the regular deep slate. Oh, is is that hitting your OCD button? Look at it. Look at it. Get 'em. All right, I think those were the only ones that were fully grown. This is apparently deep enough and far enough away from my base. I think it's too deep, honestly. What our simulation distance is 4 chunks, so that gives me 48 blocks? No. It gives me more than that. Why am I so bad at math off the top of my head? 16 times 4 is 64. Thank you. Jesus. Uh, so I have 64 blocks, but our base is definitely higher than that. Run, 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 run. Oh yeah, I think it's just in general too far away. Like, forget how deep it is. Just realized how far I had to run. Okay. I don't have a place yet to store the basalt and calcite, but you know what? We can just make a box for them. Or designate a box for them, actually. We have extra boxes in our tiny little storage area. And gosh, wasn't that perfect? Exact amount of inventory space. You'll love to see it. And you know what? We're also at 30 levels now. Controller inputs is rough. Oh yeah, I agree. I've seen how quickly people can move stuff when they're on a PC and playing on Java. Just the speed. Like, can't you guys just press like a single button and just like move everything at once? Gosh, jealous. I mean, I have... Oops, that box is full. I have definitely gotten faster at it. But I didn't start playing controller-based video games until I was almost 19. Basically, like 2 weeks before I turned 19, I got all 4 of my wisdom teeth removed at once. And my boyfriend at the time and a couple friends were just like, here's an Xbox 360. Here's how you use a controller. Here's Fallout 3. This is what you're doing for the next week. And I was like, why? I've never played video games. And they're like, no, it's going to be great. They'd been trying to get me into it for forever. And when I was on heavy duty medication, they were like, haha, finally our chance. And I loved it. I think I booked like over 100 hours on Fallout 3 that first week. And then the only reason I bought the Xbox One when that came out was because Fallout 4 was only going to be available on the Xbox One. Oops. And I'm pretty sure Fallout 4 was the only game I had on the Xbox One for like... Oh, what's the wooden axe? So I had the starter chest in this world. And it had a wooden axe and a stone pick in it. And you know how a lot of people will like frame their first wooden pickaxe that they make? That was the wooden axe that started everything instead of the wooden pickaxe that started everything. Alright, we want to get some enchantments on some of this stuff. I don't want to actually enchant these. Oops. On the enchanting table because we've got protection, unbreaking, and mending books with our villagers. We also technically have Silk Touch, but it's gonna be cheaper. Efficiency 4. That's pretty good because we don't have an efficiency book yet. Does this one have efficiency 4? Ooh. I think I'm gonna have to take the efficiency 4 on the pickaxe because we don't have efficiency with the villagers yet. So let's do that since we have 30 levels right now. But like I was saying, basically, long story short, I'm definitely not as good at using controllers as like kids who grew up doing it. Oops, I want to put these tools back that are unenchanted. And then we're gonna go buy a mending book, a Silk Touch book, and an unbreaking book, and put them on this pickaxe so that we've got a decent Silk Touch pickaxe too. And that'll be one heck of an upgrade. Do I have any emeralds up here anymore? No. You haven't played controller games in so long, you'd probably be way worse. I don't know, man. I have tiny hands and arthritis. I've had arthritis, like, literally clinically diagnosed since I was 14. So I feel like my like movements in my hands are just like a little bit stilted sometimes too. Oh, yeah, every single time I make that jump when I'm not actively streaming, I've made it. That was brilliant. That was a lot of cow. Yeah. Um, I've pretty much been using the cows as an experience farm so far because I haven't found a spawner yet. So if I just run around and breed the cows, I can get a bunch of experience from that. And yeah, I can use the villager trading for experience too. That's why I've got a decent amount of melons planted. And I also recently just built a pretty large field for manual sugarcane farming. Yeah. Observe the fields in which I grow my melons. And this was originally the starter farm, but I just expanded it. And this is the outline dugout for where the iron farm slash villager trading hall is going to go. Bedrock iron farms are different. A moat. Yeah, basically. I'm going to leave the top 2 layers of dirt here and then dig out a huge hole that's at least, at minimum, 16 layers down until the Iron Golem collection system because uh, you stop hearing things at 16 blocks away, and it is so annoying when they die. It's so loud. I counted it out when I had one burning on the fire. I had to be 16 blocks away to stop hearing it. So I want the trading hall part to be 16 blocks away from where the iron golems are dying, just so that it's not nearly as annoying. Aqua Affinity. No. I love the sound of iron golems dying. Yeah, but it gets a little old after a while, especially if you're standing there AFKing or whatever. Okay, this is our Unbreaking 3 guy. And where's our Silk Touch boy? Right here. Gosh, it's so hard to like... How do you make iron farms in Bedrock? So I can't show you on this account because I made this account specifically, but Prowl on YouTube, I think it's Prowl183, has a couple Bedrock tutorials for iron farms. But basically, you put all the villagers together. I'm gonna go stand in the square while I tell you, because it's going to maybe be a little bit easier to imagine. So spawn dynamics in Bedrock are a little bit different for iron farms than Java. In Bedrock, you need to have at minimum 10 villagers, 10 beds. They all have to have jobs, and they all have to have worked the day before. That's untrue. 75% of them need to have worked the day before. And with 10 villagers, 10 beds, they all have jobs. 75% of them worked the day before. You get a one at a time iron golem spawn rate. The villagers check approximately every 30 seconds to see if there is an iron golem around them, and then they'll spawn one if they can. Now, they spawn off of the block that holds the lead villager's bed's pillow. And they spawn 16 blocks in either direction, or 4 blocks vertically off of the top of the pillow, or 6 blocks vertically down off of the block that holds the bed's pillow. So if you want 20 villagers or 30 villagers, because 20 villagers you get 2 iron golems at a time, 30 villagers you have a chance to get 3 iron golems at a time. Any more than that is just excess, because you can only get 3 iron golem spawns at a time. So basically you have to put all the beds together, and then you need a way to link all the villagers around to the beds. So I put a nitwit next to the beds so that the nitwit can see it, because village parameters are much, much larger than iron golem spawn parameters. So I put a nitwit next to the beds. I make sure that the spawn platform water tray for the golems is within 6 blocks vertically of all the beds. And then I put that collection tray somewhere away from the rest of my villagers, but within the same village parameters. So I'm going to have basically a villager trading hall up top that holds all the villagers that have the jobs that meet the spawn requirements for 3 golems at a time, and then 16 blocks below that, or more, but at minimum 16 blocks below that, I'm going to have a big group of beds in the middle with a nitwit trapped next to it that can see the beds but can't sleep in the beds. So he's going to be fenced off but able to visibly see the beds. And then I need 16 blocks of space in all 4 cardinal directions away from the whichever bed is on the most furthest edge, because they can spawn 16 blocks out in either direction. And then I need to make sure that the floor of my trading hall is at least 4 blocks above the topmost layer of beds. Yeah, so that's how you make an iron farm in Bedrock. If you want to make it the complicated way, which I'm doing. If you want to make it also have a trading hall. Or you can just throw a bunch of beds and a bunch of villagers. Parody in quotations. Yeah, right? You can also just make like a hole in the ground with a bunch of beds and a bunch of villagers, and just water streams leading into a collection system for the for the golems too. That also works. So the villagers don't need to sleep, they just need to work. Yep, the only villager in the entire process that even can lay eyes on the beds is the nitwit. And you use a nitwit so that you don't get a villager that interferes with your job placement or like job pairing with the villagers. Yeah, on Java, your guys' need to like be able to slightly break line of sight with the iron golems so that they can sleep, but then they get scared, so they get back up. It's like a whole thing. And they're scared, so they spawn the iron golems, right? Do I have any leads down here still? I thought I left some leads. I meant to leave some leads. Bummer. Okay, so usually you'd take efficiency and mending and put them together for the least expensive cost. But I have unbreaking. You need 3 guys and they all need beds and they all need to be able to break line of sight from zombie or something. Yeah, and I think it's that they need to be able to break the line of sight so that they are able to sleep for just a split second, but then like you need their line of sight to meet the zombie again once they're in the bed so that they get scared and get back up and spawn another golem or something like that. Alright, and once we roll an efficiency 5 villager, we'll be able to throw efficiency 5 on this, but for now, absolutely. Heck yes. Silk Touch pickaxe. Very pleased. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's... Yeah, like even though these villagers can see this zombie, they don't get scared or anything. I mean, I guess they do get scared, but there is no like scared mechanic. Bro, sleep. It's past your bedtime. Useless. Roll for enchants? Yeah, that's what I've been doing with a bunch of these other guys. And so in Java, you guys can download like plugins or mods or whatever that can show you like every single one. I can only see the first one. So I have no idea what this one is. But when I'm rolling for enchants, I can only check the first book. So it takes a while. But if I get every single maximum enchant in this villager trading hall, it's okay, you don't have plugins, so it's fair. Alright, yeah, fair enough. But at least you have the option, man. Each villager is separate enchant, yeah. But if I get every single maximum enchant in this villager trading hall, I think it'll be the 5th time I've made a villager trading hall with every single max enchant. Yeah, painful. It takes a while. The last one I made on a server, I had every max enchant, every maximum level enchant, and everybody zombified and cured. And I had specifically rolled the max level enchants so that once the villagers were cured, the enchantments would only be 1 emerald. So every single enchantment was 1 emerald. That, I think, was probably... I think that's the villager trading hall I'm the most proud of. Like, the server sadly got shut down before I had a chance to complete the entire exterior of it, because I was going to turn it into, like, this big, dark, mysterious castle. Resin had just come out, so it was, like, orange and black, and it was really neat, really spooky. But just the villager dynamics of all of that, I was really proud of it. I think I had 280 villagers in it. Something super stupid like that. But so far right now I'm just getting like enchantments that I need. Like it's still gonna cost 26 emeralds, which is a lot, but I mean when you're early game and you want sharpness 5 on your sword, it's nice to have it. Get back in there. Alright, what am I working on? It's okay to have some economy. Nope. Villager slavery. This is a solo world though. This isn't like a realm or a server or anything like that. It's just me. Yeah, see. Here's my massive manual sugarcane farm so that I can trade paper with the librarians. Oh, I need to check inside the dirt box. There was a zombie librarian that was holding a spider eye, and I don't have name tags yet. And he also has a leather hat. Oh, he did stay because he's holding the spider eye. Lovely. So I trapped him in a boat. So we could cure him or keep him as a pet, but also another parity thing between Java and Bedrock. If I cure a zombie villager that I catch, boat doesn't stop despawns in Bedrock. No, not unless they're also name tagged or holding something. Another parity thing between Java and Bedrock. If I catch and cure a random zombie villager, it will not get any discounts. It has to have a job before it's turned into a zombie, and it has to be locked into that job. Like you have to have previously traded with him for any discounts to be applied, which is a bummer. So honestly, it makes more sense to keep the zombie librarian as a pet than to cure him, because then I'd only have to re-cure him for him to have any discounts, which is a huge bummer. Oh, I gotta plug in my phone real quick so that I don't lose connection with my streaming manager. There we go. The sugarcane farm is mapped out in a way that if it's all completely grown and I don't miss picking up pieces, and this guy isn't in the way, because I have him protected from the iron golems, actually. They would try to kill him. But if it's all fully grown and you harvest every single piece, you get 16 complete stacks of sugarcane. Which is a lot for a manual farm. But trying to get those emeralds. And yeah, I could just go to the Nether and get observers to make a completely automated farm. But I just don't feel like going to the Nether yet. Or I could do the sheep piston farm that you did. I'd probably use a chicken though, because they seem to move around a lot more. This is actually surprising. It is 6:50 something a.m. where I am, and I think this is the most traffic I've ever gotten in views, which is awesome. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Glad to have you. Oh, and I'm full. Nice, nice. Let's go sell some paper. Hello, gentlemen. Would you like to buy my fine wares? Oh, gosh. Minecraft is a great category to stream. Yeah, luckily, it's my favorite game. Ooh, I should be holding my picks so that I can get the experience to mend it. Oh, I didn't mean to buy that. What did I just buy? The Smite 5 book. Ah, I didn't even want to lock them in all that badly. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Definitely didn't want to spend 47 emeralds right now on a Smite 5 book when I already have Sharpness 5 on my sword, but it's fine. I'm not sad. I'm a little sad. Alright, is there a wandering trader somewhere so that I can get a lead? Because I want to get some iron. Except I took all my leads up to the little cave and I don't want to go all the way back up there right now. Come here. Come here. I need more iron. No, that's what this is for. Why would I fight him? That's how I've had my one and only death so far in this world. Is I killed an iron golem. Yeah, I killed an iron golem, and then the next one to immediately spawn in, just immediately yeeted me into the air and killed me. I have a YouTube short of it. It's pretty funny. See, it just takes forever. And you need to be exactly 16 blocks away to stop hearing it. Build the collection pan at minimum 16 blocks away from the trading hall, so I just don't have to hear it all the time. I figure also not hearing it all the time would be better for streaming, because it's loud and annoying. Alright. I want to get some iron. I don't have any leads down here. So I gotta go get a lead. Ah! Haha! Just make the viewers suffer. It builds character. Did you ever read Calvin and Hobbes? Because you sound like his dad. He'd make Calvin do stuff that Calvin didn't want to do, and his dad would just be like, it builds character. Oh no, it's such a good comic series. It's by Bill Watterson. It was in the papers every Sunday for years and years and years. There's all sorts of published books. And the guy was like so sound in his just like beliefs and morals and stuff that he never authorized like any merchandise based off of Calvin and Hobbes, even though they were super, super popular, just because he was just like, no, that's not what it's for. It's just to like bring people joy. I don't want it to be a money grabbing thing. So zero merchandise was ever authorized. Come on. Come on. No, you're not supposed to escape too. Go. Okay. No. Not allowed. Okay. There we go. Come here, buddy. Can you lead iron golems in Java? I think you can. It's just so cheesy to do it this way. You can? Okay. Yeah, actually, I think it was the YouTuber Pixel Riffs that I saw do this years ago on one of his survival guide series. You can hang them from posts and make them jump. Yeah, you can do that with other stuff in this too, but leads break so easily. I think they're fixing that in the next drop though, the one that's supposed to have happy gas that you can like lead boats to them and they can like haul the boats like little hot air balloons. I think the other iron golem's in his way and blocking them. Yeah, it was. Yeah, but currently still leads break super easy. Oh, I just accidentally leaded him to the post. There we go. Only 3 campfires. Yeah, because I kept falling in and I needed a way to not die. And honestly, he usually seems to only touch one at a time, see? So it's not like he was dying any faster with 4 campfires. So that's why this is here, so that if I jumped through, I could just fall in the water and not take damage. Or at least he's trying to flee. Yeah, that's why the fences are there. Yeah, so see, I have 20 villagers right now, so I can have 2 iron golems spawned in at once. If they get further than 32 blocks away, sometimes they'll occasionally spawn in a third one. But that's only if one of them wanders off far enough. With an iron farm, though, you'll generally very rarely have more than the 3. I wonder if I replaced all of the blocks, the dirt blocks in here with like glass, if they would stop spawning inside here. That's an interesting thought, because I'm pretty sure it has to be... No, you don't. No, you don't. Sir. Pretty sure it has to be a solid block that they spawn on. Oh, no, 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 don't fall. Bro. There we go. Why does my phone keep turning off? put tall grass on them. I'm not sure tall grass would affect iron golem spawning in Bedrock, but I could be wrong. I've never experimented with it. But also, because I haven't yet found like a skeleton spawner, I'm pretty limited on bone meal. The only bone meal I have is from any skeletons that I kill, like manually by hunting them. $22 iron. Moss carpet. That's a good idea. I have easier access to normal carpet though, so I'd probably use that. I know that iron golems can't spawn on leaf blocks. It doesn't count as a valid spawning point for them. But honestly, it's not that hard to just cheese them a bit. And I'll worry about like all the actual mechanics when I go to build the real farm. This is mostly just because I'm like not that entertained by strip mining, and this is significantly more entertaining to me. Yeah, the other one's blocking them. If I expanded this, I could probably dump 2 in at a time. Hurry up and die! Here we go. Barely taller. That is a good idea. Anytime. Alright. I still need to go look for some dripstone. Maybe we'll do that. Because exploring the world a little bit more honestly sounds like fun. We've got a couple decent tools now. Let's just throw all this in here. Got some decent tools. Let's take our brand new Silk Touch pick with us. Any iron in here? Oh, we do. Oh, nice. 45 iron. Just from cheesing golems down here. Sweet. Ooh, you know what we should have done? Is put unbreaking and mending on that. Let's do that real quick before we go on any adventures. And I need 33 for the unbreaking book. Also, how do I have just enough wool in all these colors to not be able to make a bed. Yeah, for sure, Lane. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure, man. Absolutely. Hope to see you back on again sometime. Have a good night, dude. It's probably late as hell for you, actually. Okay. Do we have enough blanks to make a bed? Yes, in oak. Because we need a travel bed. Oh my gosh! Look at that. I have a bed in my inventory. What? How'd I miss that? Okay, alright. Cool, 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 cool. Just having a dumb moment there, I guess. Nice. Where are the monsters? The Iron Golem killed him for me. Fantastic. Okay. Where is our Unbreaking 3 boy? It's not him. It's this guy? No. Wow. Why are we stuck together? What was that? 47. No. 14. No. Yike. Yikes. I do not want him to blow up my villagers. Oh my gosh, where is he? Here he is. Unbreaking 3. Perfect. And our mending boy is over here. I only grabbed enough for Unbreaking 3. That was silly. Need 10 for mending. And I need another book too, don't I? Or wait, did I already have a mending book? I already had an Unbreaking 3 book. Oh my gosh. Stupid. Well, at least now I have a spare one. Okay. Nope. We're gonna add mending to unbreaking because then it only costs 2. And then we're gonna add that to our bow. And I think I need characters. There we go. Rudy Tooty, aim and shooty. I didn't mean to make shooty capitals, but you know what? I like it. I like it. Boom. Rudy Tooty, aim and shooty. That makes me giggle. Okay. Got some torches, got some water buckets, crafting table. Silk touch pickaxe. You know what? I am going to bring my Fortune 1 adventuring with me. Why not? If I die, I can check the VOD for the coordinates. Oh gosh, that horse looked horrifying at first, before realizing that it was two horses. And we still need to build a real stairway up here so that we're not jumping all the time. But we can worry about that once we have dripstone and fuel for this thing. It's going through it, and it's barely even touched what's up here. Yeah, so, refill on food. I think we're ready to adventure. Alright, so the last time we went on a big adventure, we went mostly north. So this time let's go south. And I realize right now we're going a little bit east, but that's because I left a chest boat over here. And I want to grab it before we go south, because there's probably going to be water somewhere. Excuse me. My tummy just made some really strange grumbly noises. Love me. Thank you. Love me. I think he already does. Love me. Ooh, he is speedy! Huh. Alright. We're gonna go find the 0 on... Oh, goodness. On the x-axis. Because the x-axis is our east to west axis. And then we're just gonna go south. I really love the cactus flowers, but I need to look up whether or not they affect cactus farms. Alright, this is our mark. And we're just gonna go to the positives. Make our Z coordinate more and more and more positive, and that just means we're going south. Can the ADHD person run in a straight line? No. Yeah, see, I knew there was water. Alright, let's go south. What we're looking for is open caverns with dripstone, because we still haven't found dripstone. I'm going to take my shield off, actually. Never mind, I can't do that while in a boat, because it's hard to see. Oof, my armor's looking rough. We still don't have dripstone. And with dripstone, we can copy lava source blocks. And I need that for unending fuel, basically. And last time we went on a big adventure, we got our remaining overworld wood type saplings. So now we have access to, at least I believe, all of them. just want to check out this big cavern over here, and then we'll just continue south. Actually, it's not even really a cavern. It's just stone that's visible on the side of that. Okay. Fine. We should grab some kelp while we're out here, actually. Maybe on the way back, because it's close enough to home that it feels silly to waste an inventory spot if there's something cooler to bring. Excuse me. Well, a nice big beach. Sand, good. We don't have a ton of sand close to home, so this beach being here is cool. Ooh, sandstone. We don't have any sandstone yet. You know what? Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So pretty. Okay. Hello, turtles. What's over here? What's over there? I don't think we're really seeing very many waterside caverns at the moment, which is a bit of a bummer. There might be some in that higher territory, but is that a village or just a weird shaped tree? What are we looking at? Is it a desert temple? Or is it a weird hill? Is it just weird generation? It might just be weird generation. Oh! No! It's one of those destroyed structure things that's found under the water. Okay, but part of it generated on land. Atlantis trophy earned. There we go. Well, sweet. That's suspicious sand. I don't have a little brush thingy. Darn. I'd need a copper ingot and feathers and a stick for that. There's suspicious sand. Okay. Let's take a screenshot so we can get the coordinates so we can come back. Neato. Don't some of them have chests sometimes too? Ooh, let's kill him with our looting 3 sword. Maybe we'll get a trident. I don't think we got a trident. Is that tropical fish? Did we find a warm ocean? Oh, cool. I wonder if we're gonna come across like a coral reef biome soon. I would love that. I really like the coral reef biomes. I don't think these ones have chests. I don't know. We don't have Aqua Affinity, Respiration, or Depth Strider on our armor yet, so... Eee. Let's go over here, see if there's any dripstone over here. Is that another? Oh, it's a shipwreck! Nice! Oops, I keep pressing the wrong button because the screenshot buttons where the PS button is on Xbox. I kind of want to get that, but is it so deep that I wouldn't be able to breathe long enough? You know what? Let's try it, but just in case. Boom. Oh, there's some bad guys. Am I gonna end up death looping myself here? I really hope that isn't bad foreshadowing. Okay, problem is I kind of forget where the chests are. I think there's one in the very back. Oop, 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 oop. Oh, go, go, go! Nope! Okay, darn. I'm glad I set the spawn point. Bummer. Alright, where's my boat? Shouldn't it just be like right there? What just happened? Where'd it go? Okay, there we go. Gosh, it just wasn't rendered. Freaking me out, man. Well, at least I enchanted a bunch of stuff before dying. I suppose I can look back and see how many levels I had, because I'm not sure off the top of my head. Is that everything? Oops. Okay, that stuff can go in the boat for now. Well, we're already at 0 levels. So you know what? And we just need the axe to get through the wood. Let's do it again. Why not? Why not? We've got our bed over there. We've already got a hole busted through. So let's try it. If I can get in there. Okay, now where... Isn't it in the back? No. Where's the chest? Because it's not going to be upside down. Ah! Treasure map. Paper. Feathers. Ooh. Wait. Run back over where there's air. Okay. Okay. Nice. Oh, we're on the map. Jeez. That totally scared me. Okay. Alright. Let's get our stuff back in our inventory. Stuff that we like to have in our inventory. Up. Put all the random blocks away. At least we got the Nautilus shell from that dude. You know what, we can put fortune up there. Torches. Okay. Oh, my crafting table. So which way do I need to go? Is this aligned north to south? I don't know. Maybe we're not actually already on the map. I never use these, so I forget how they work. So I'm traveling pretty much due south. Because it looks like I'm high up on the map, and if I was oriented... If this was a north to south map, that would work. And then I'd need to go southwest from where I am in the corner. So that'd be this way. I could be doing this so wrong, though. Ah! Gosh, he attacked me from underneath my boat. That's just rude. I legitimately just jumped so much from that. Is that another ruined thingamajigger? Or is that just weird generation? Eek. Bad guys. Oh! We have something on the map. Okay, we're going in the right direction, it seems. I was kind of right so far. Perfect. Oh, look, a village too. Nice. Okay. All right, so I was right. I had my coordinates right. Fantastic. You know what we did? We forgot our bed. Oh no. We forgot the bed. So we can't sleep through this night to get rid of the monsters. But what we can do is just move away from where that looks like it's gonna be. Is it? Is it like under the water? What I am gonna do though, because there's no like really good way to find these like there is on Java, like it's always in the same exact spot within the chunk in which you're in Java. I haven't looked up anything on Chunkbase yet, but I am going to just type in my coordinates. -832, 1439, and I'm just going to find the actual coordinates of the buried treasure that I should be sitting on top of. -824, 1480. Okay, see, it looks like I'm like right on top of it, and this is why it's so difficult in Bedrock. It's like on that shore. Yeah, it's on that shore. I would have been looking 40 blocks off. That's a big difference. All right, let's maybe jump around this field for a second. See if we can't kill some sheep. Ooh, God, there's so many monsters though. Maybe not. Maybe we're not doing that. Do I just need to wait for morning? How close is it? It's pretty close. I honestly use the sun and the moon to tell the time so much in this game. But, ha, we have a clock now. Morning's coming. Nighttime's almost over. think we're just wasting time really right now until morning. Because I don't want to really deal with all the bad guys while I'm trying to dig for treasure. We are probably going to need to grab a piece of cobblestone or two, though, for some more shovels. Is there any obvious stone anywhere? Yeah, but there's also a witch. Don't want to deal with her. There's a lot of magma underneath the ocean now. Alright, it is almost morning. So close. Ooh, somebody has a trident. Did you hear that? Alright, negative 824, 1480. Yeah. I was still right on top of it before. Yeah, there we go. Prismarine crystals. Chainmail boots, chainmail leggings, a heart of the sea. And we got a trophy for that. New milestone reached. Trophy level up. See, I'm not familiar with all of the trophies and achievements on PS5. I usually play Xbox. So this is cool. Nice. Alright, well, I feel like I legitimately enough found it since it takes forever to dig around on Bedrock Edition. And that's tough. But you know what, guys? It's 7:45 a.m. And I haven't slept yet. So I think I'm going to log off for now. And we'll continue our dripstone search next time we're on. Unless there's some in this hillside up here. I can't be stopped. This generation's really strange. Ooh. What have we here? Is it... Oh, God. Something with dripstone? Maybe? What is that? Is there a mine shaft down there? What am I looking at? It is! Huh. Is there any dripstone, though? That's a crazy exposed mine shaft. I don't see any dripstone though. Okay. Well, you know what? I think this is a perfect spot to leave it. This is Maeve, signing off. We're gonna explore whatever that is down there next time. Let's crouch so I don't accidentally fall off into that lava below me while holding all my good tools. We'll see you next time. If you'd like to drop a follow on Twitch or like or subscribe on YouTube, that would be greatly appreciated. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. So thank you so much. Bye.